My name is Chuck Devangi. I'm going to be your instructor for this course, Map 41, this online course, and we are using WAMAP, as you know, as our shell. I like WAMAP. I know it looks really old, like the visual interface isn't great, but it has a lot of features that are really useful, particularly for working in math. Like I said, welcome to this course. We're going to be working together. You've been here. Right now, this is set in student mode. So this is like what the screen should look like for you. You've already taken a look at day one because you're watching this course intro. And there's some stuff to get done this first week as well. What I want to do right now is just go over some basics of WAMAP, some ideas of the course, and also just to invite you to contact me with questions. I'll say that a bunch of times, but I'm here to support you. So as you can see the first 3 weeks here. We've got our day one. You've already gotten started with that. A typical week will have a couple of lectures in it. This 1.1, 1.2, these are lectures. If you click on here, you click there on lecture. You can watch the lecture. Also take a look in the textbook for the problems that are here. There's often some extra links if you'd like some extra links to help you with this stuff. Inside a week as well, we will have quizzes and forums. So this week there's just an intro quiz and an intro forum. That's just this intro quiz. Take it today. After you have everything open and taken a look at everything, and then the intro forum is a pretty quick introduce yourself, that sort of thing. If I look at week two, if I look at the next week, it's more of a typical week. So there's week two, 3 lectures that week. So lecture for 1.7, watch it. Do the practice problems. Good practice. And then quizzes and forums. So almost every week you'll have some forums. There'll be some directions. Respond to it. Complete response. Please respond to the prompt. And then you do reply to at least one other person's post. Make it substantial as you can. And then we have practice quizzes and time quizzes. Practice quizzes are just a collection of problems for you to do based on the homework that we've had up to that point. And then practice quizzes are untimed. You take them, get them done as you want. And then time quizzes are timed, but they're essentially a version of the practice quiz. So I don't collect homework. So these practice problems here, I want you to do them, but you do not need to show them to me. But having done them, you will be able to do the practice quiz and the time quiz really well. All right, there's the weeks. Weeks will come out about 2 weeks ahead of time. If I flip this to instructor mode, you can see that I've got weeks planned out, practice exams when they happen, and all that as well. Okay, at least weekly, look at announcements. I'll have announcements in here every week about what's going on. If something pops up as well, I'll throw it into announcements, so do check announcements. And also in resources, this is where you can get to our textbook. It's an open source textbook, so you don't have to purchase it, but it is there. All the practice problems are in there as well. Course calendar, print this. I have the whole course laid out, so let me open this up. Here is the whole course. Here's day one, getting started. Watch this video, do the intro forum, etc. So if you look on here, things like 1.6, 1.7, those are the lecture to watch and the problems to do that day. Things that are italicized are things that are due that day. So practice quiz 1 is due on the 15th. Weekly forum 2, week 2 forum is due on the 15th. Week 2 forum response, you can see, you get it. If college is closed, I'll write that as well. Practice exam 1, practice exams aren't graded, but they're a version of the exam. So that's the day it will be released. And then exam 1 is that hard date on the 23rd. So if you look on here, here's everything. The only reason this would change is if there was some big major thing that went on. I've never had to change this in my over 25 years of being at Wacom. So please again, print this out. No surprises about when things are due. You can always do them early as well. I try to release stuff early so you can do it. So again, maybe right now you could pause this video and just find this thing and print it. Let's see, where was it again? In resources, course calendar, right there. Go ahead, pause it. I'm not going to say anything important. Pause it right now. Print it. I don't know if you did it or not. That's all right. Syllabus is here. Let's talk about syllabus a little bit. Lots of, syllabus talk on here. Just a couple things I do want to point out. This is not a self-paced course. There are due dates. I have a recommended course to get all the lectures in. I really suggest you don't do them all the same day. Just spread it out. Do a little bit every day. You will retain it much better. Grading scale, all that. What the weights of each category is right here. The homework isn't graded. The assigned stuff that I'd say do out of the book. Exams and final come to 65% of the grade. They will be online assessments. And what will happen is on the day of an exam or the final, it will open up at 8 a.m. And then you'll have some amount of time, usually 2 hours to complete it. But it's all continuous, that's 2 hours. And then it'll close at 11 p.m. So anytime during that day, you can start it and just do your continuous 2 hours to get it done. Sometimes exams, questions on the exams and finals, will have questions where I want you to submit your work to me. Just take a picture of it and message it to me in WAMAP. I'll talk about messaging in a moment. And if you want to submit scratch work for the whole test, do that as well. It lets me give you extra credit if you earned it, or partial credit, I should say, if you earned it. Okay, practice quizzes and forums. Practice quizzes are not timed, so you can work on them at any time. They need to be done by 11:59 on their due date. Forums as well. Together, they're 15% of the grade. Timed quizzes are basically versions of the practice quiz. You've done the practice quiz. You've seen the types of problems. You know what's going to be on it. Timed quizzes are timed 2 hours. You get 2 hours. It's more than enough time to get it done if you know the material. And it's kind of nice. On timed quizzes, you get, let's see, what is it? 3 chances on each question, I think it is. Yeah, 3 attempts per problem. And on the practice quizzes, you get 4 attempts on each problem. So it's really, really low stakes, just helping you really think about what you should know, what you should walk away with. And when in doubt, round to 3 decimal places. That is just good practice in any math class. Important, if you ever feel that you've been shortchanged on a question, like you rounded incorrectly maybe, or the autograder didn't get your answer, just let me know. I will take a look at them after they've been due, and I'll go through and I look at everyone's problem because I don't trust the autograder. But if you're not happy with how something's graded, let me know. Or if you have a question, let me know. Another thing, important note, this class ends at the final. The final is final. So all of your work must be submitted by 11:59 the day before the final. So if you're like putting some stuff off, you're going to use some late passes, you got to do it before the final. Once the final happens, class is over. You get 6 late passes, and late passes, a late pass will get you covered. You don't have to use multiple late passes on an assignment the way that I structure it. So you get 6 things that you can do it on. Late passes work on practice time quizzes. That's it. They don't work on forums or any of the tests that we have. You need to participate in the forums. Nice stuff there. There's a question for the instructor forum. Just send me questions that you have them. I'm happy to do it. I'll often just like put together a real quick video and post it in the forums, that sort of thing. All right, so there's all that. Also, when you get a chance, take a look at how to type math symbols into WAMAP. One of the things I really like about WAMAP is that we get to type in math with it. So if I was going to message someone in this, let's see, send new message. I don't know who I'll send it to, whatever. But when I start typing in here, blah, 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 dear professor, you sure are doing a bad job. What you can do is, it says add new math here. So if I click here, I get this. You can also get it by typing the little, I don't know what it's called, uh, single quotation thing. But in here, notice if I go 3x to the second power divided by a to the third minus the square root of 5, and then I arrow out of that, like it displays it this way. Oh, I wanted that 3 up in the numerator as well. So I'm going to put it in parentheses as well. And this is a really powerful way for us to communicate to each other in WAMAP. So once again, take a look at ways to type things in WAMAP. Forums are over here. You can look at forums, post in them, apply to other people's posts. I have already said this, but I'm going to say it so many times. Look, there's a course calendar right here. And if you go here, you can just print it. And then you know when everything is due. And you can plan ahead, you can work ahead, and your life will feel amazing. At least your little bit of your life that's here in math. As we go through this course, if you feel like you're getting behind, or if you feel like I'm not going to be able to do the test this day because I have a work conflict or something like that, contact me before the test and we can move it for you. I will totally work with you around your schedule. My job is to make sure that you get out of this course knowing what you need to know, showing what you need to show, and that you're ready for whatever this is a prerequisite for, or even if you're just doing this because you enjoy math, which is great. I'm here to help you. Again, anytime you have questions, please message me. Messaging me through WAMAP is the best way to contact me. You can post questions in the forums as well. Just let me know. Let me help you out. Do stuff on time. Work ahead. You'll be in great shape in this course. I hope you're excited, and I hope that you take advantage of the resources that I've set up in this course for you, and I hope that you take advantage of my offer to answer your questions anytime you ask them. Okay, looking forward to working with you.